Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Phlinger Phoo, and today we're going to be discussing a topic that I've been wanting to discuss for a while, because I've been waiting for Wildcard to announce certain things, but they haven't, and so I decided, my mind is always going in different weird directions, so I decided that I would make a video on my thoughts on certain dinos that didn't receive TLC. The Tender Loving Care patches, the 1 and the 2 that we've already gotten so far, which are amazing, by the way. Thank you, Wildcard. The Argent, absolutely mind blown. I love that guy. All right, but there's still some dinos around the island, around Scorched Earth. I don't want to touch on Aberration because that one's still kind of new. But there's some dinos that I feel that could probably still use a TLC patch. Now, this list is going to be completely my opinion, and a lot of the stuff, I'm just going to be pulling ideas right out of my butt. All right, and that's it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be using a little research that I know about some of the dinos we're going to be discussing, about how they were theorized to be in real life, because nobody really knows. All right, but yeah, so just different ideas that people had about how they ate, how they lived their lives, and just about how things could possibly change for a few of these dinos here. I mean, this right here, it's, hey, if you guys agree with the list, give me a thumbs up. If you have any kind of comments, if you have any disagreements, if you have any different ideas on different things that could happen, then yeah, toss them down below. I would love to hear them. Let's get the conversation going, because here we are with a list of dinos that I think could still use a TLC. All right, now we're going to start off the list in no particular order. And starting off this list, we're going to talk about the Quetzal. That's right, we're going to talk about Wide Load here. All right, now, these guys, they have been a long... They have had a long, sordid history of, PvP hasn't done them any favors. But then again, these guys, they can be kind of amazing. Right, now, one of the things that I think that they still need a TLC for is because of how they ate, or how it was theorized that they ate, because people for a long time thought that they were skim feeders. And apparently, Quetzals were not skim feeders because of the amount of drag that would have happened to their massive bodies right above the water. So, and they found most of the fossils for these guys inland. So that means that they did not eat on, they didn't prey on water creatures. So they weren't skim feeders. But I think that at one point in time, they ate just small herbivores, small carnivores, things they could just devour all at once. So, I mean, my ideas with Quetzal would be, say, I still have a Stego down there knocked out. Oh, man. Alright, if you guys saw my other video, my last video, there's a Stego. He's still down there. We're just keeping track of him. He's just chilling out. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Alright, but yeah, I mean, my idea would be, because these guys are so slow, but they just pack a punch, they can be bred for battle. I think one of my biggest ideas would probably be that just give them a quick momentary burst, so where they could fly up above, and then you just, like, say right click, and they would swoop down and grab their target in their beak, and be able to have enough speed to fly off. So where it would, like, you would target something, and then you would just swoop down, and then you would pick them up with your beak, and then it'd give you probably about 10 seconds of quick flight to get out of there. I don't know. I think that would be a great idea for the Quetzal. Because, I mean, another idea would be to, return stamina regeneration. But we all know how that turns out. All right, yeah. So, yeah, I don't think stamina regeneration while in flight would actually do them too much, because, balancing and stuff like that. But, I mean, I don't know. I think the idea of giving them a sort of a swoop attack would be very, very cool. And, I don't know. I mean, come on. I mean, I love the Quetzal Mohawk, but I think it might be time for that to go. But then again, that's up to the artist's decision. I'm just making up stuff as I go here. Just different ideas I've had from Oh, playing the game for a long, long time. But yeah, so hey, yeah, so that's comes in at first on the list, the Quetzal. If you guys like the idea, leave a comment down below. If not, okay. All right. So hey, yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, now this next dinosaur that we're going to be talking about is one that I've loved for a long time. It's actually, I kind of love it and I kind of hate it because, I mean, it's good in the early game and then later on in the game, it becomes not as good, and then at the very end of the game, it becomes really good for when you get really high level ones and you're able to really high level, you're able to level them up really high. And then they become like one of the fastest modes of transportation. And we're going to be talking about the Pteranodon. Yes, I think the Pteranodon still needs some TLC. I mean, yeah, they did add the ground attack to them and stuff like that, but I still feel that, like the Quetzal, these guys, they need a form of being able to dive. Yeah, I mean, because, like I said, I mean, things that fly, they don't stay flying forever, and then they have to eat. Plus, Pteranodons, they have that face that is just aimed for diving into water. So I think that that would be probably one of the best ways to actually give them a TLC, is give them a waterborne dive or something of the sort. So where, say like if you're flying and you right click, you just zip straight down into the water, and then you could swim around for a bit, and then you could fly up out of the water, grabbing, say, like fish or something that's in the water. It would add a whole new complexity to all sorts of different PvP applications, everything for the Pteranodon. Yes, I agree, it would probably make the Pteranodon overpowered, but I still think it would make it wicked cool. Because, I mean, the Pteranodon, yeah, their weight's not that great, their stamina is atrocious, their health, yeah, the health can be okay, and their melee damage, well, okay, their melee damage kicks butt, but still, all right, I mean, if you gave these guys the ability to dive, just dive straight down or dive at an angle, it would make just the complexities of everything would dramatically change when it comes to Ark. You would see people way super high up, and then they just target you, and bam, they just zoom right down at you. Or if you saw something down on the ground, you could zip down at it, do a spin attack, and get the hell out of there. I think that would be awesome. Plus, also, if you gave them the ability to survive underwater, to keep mounted while they go underwater, swim briefly, maybe 10-15 seconds, and then have the Ark automatically take you underwater and then immediately bring you back up out of water and into the air. I think that would be so cool. Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be so cool. And the Pteranodon model, yeah, it does need a little bit of updating. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I kind of enjoy it. But then again, I mean, look at the new Argent. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, the new Argent really, yeah. I'm sorry, man. The new Argent just kicks your butt. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. All right? These are my feelings, man. Don't. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go talk about the next one. Right, dude? All right, just. Sorry. Just not my type anymore. All right, so hey, let's get into the next one. All right, now the next dino I want to discuss, well, it's not really the dino itself per se. I mean, yeah, its stats could be adjusted a little bit. Maybe its ground speed, maybe give it a charge, something like that. But yeah, now we're actually going to be talking about a dino's saddle. All right, and then, yeah, we're going to be talking about the Stego, because I feel there is so much lost potential when it comes to the Stegosaurus. I mean, yeah, I mean, while this saddle does look pretty cool, it serves its purpose, one rider, you know, up in the back in a very painful looking spot for the dinosaur. I mean, I actually think that they kind of missed the mark on this one. I mean, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it has the big, you know, bones that come up the side. So, I mean, like, I'm not saying get rid of the current one. I'm thinking, like, the Bronto saddle and the, the Parasaur saddle. Add a second saddle that has, yeah, drum roll please, a mounted turret or something like that on it. Something that you can have two riders. So where if you took and you put the one rider over here on the left side, and that would be the person piloting it, and then you put another platform over here on the side that only had a turret on it, like a catapult or something like that. You just slot it in to that. So where it has, the mounted thing that someone else could ride in, or you could have a tribe member ride in it and shoot off the side. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking back to the old 80s cartoons. You know the one. All right, but yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It really does, because the Stego, it's such a big and beefy dino. And yes, this is, by the way, the Stego that was down there on the beach. He was really starved out. I just went down and I grabbed him. My other Stegos died. Don't judge me. All right. But yeah, so I took this so yeah, I think that right there would be an amazing idea. If, you kept this saddle that they have, and then you added a second saddle, one that could fit over here on the side, with another one on the side, with a mounted, like a ballista over here. Or maybe you could even put in an automated turret in it. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. But then you'd have to worry about power and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's a great idea. I really do, because I think that would add so much to the Stego. That would actually give them a reason to be used when it comes to PvE. Because as of right now, the only thing they're used for is a suboptimal berry gatherer. Yeah, they gather berries. They gather berries quite well, but they're slow. They're unwieldy. They're ungainly. And maybe give them a charge attack, because, I don't know, I think that would be just as good. Give them, say, like a 5-second burst of speed that they could use once every 20 seconds that just makes them propel forward. Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, hey, if you guys like this one, leave a comment down below. If not, yeah, hey, still leave a comment down below. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, this next one we're going to be discussing is one that I've wanted to see in the game ever since the creature was added to the game. And yeah, I don't know, it's just one of those things that would be wicked cool to actually just see it. And we're going to be talking about the Castoroides here, the beaver. Yeah, because, I mean, the fact that these guys out in the wild, they make dams, all right? But once you tame them, that dam life is over. Being there, you just pulled them out of the wild, and they can no longer ever make a dam ever again. It's a shame. It really is. And also combine that with the fact that Wildcard, they have access to the S+ tools that are being used. So picture, say, yeah, once you tame up a beaver, they can no longer just, wander around, make you dams. But if you were to, say, use, like, one of the dynamic gateway style building methods, say you walk up to one of the beavers, you toggle them, and then they have something on the reticule that says make dam, and which would open up a dynamic thing, and you could be able to place down a certain spot on a waterbed that would tell you, hey, build a dam from this area to this area on the river, and then slowly over time, the beaver or / beavers would add to that dam and then build it up. And then once the dam was completed, then they would, then the dam would start collecting resources from the area as the beavers continue to work on it. I think that would be great. They could gather wood, they could gather fish meat, they could gather pearls if there's pearls in the water, they could gather just all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, I think that would be a great idea to be able to do that. Plus, you'd be able to have, say, oh yeah, over there, that's my beaver dam area, and then you could go over there just every once in a while, collect like cementing paste from it, if there's arenaos in the area, or snails, not areneo. All right, if there's snails in the area, stuff like that. I think that would be a really cool idea. And then, you could just build it up kind of high. I mean, not super high, because, yeah, that would take forever for beavers. But then again, beavers, they have the persistence to be able to do it. I think that would be a great idea. All right. So, hey, let's move on to the next one. All right, I know a lot of people are going to agree with me on this next dinosaur for the list. And this one right here, as new dinosaurs have come out, he's been just kind of kicked off to the side. He's been kicked to the curb, per se. Right? I mean, just as new dinos have come out, as older dinos have been improved, this guy, he just continues to waste away. Now he's just over in the corner crying, going, what about me? I need something to throw me a bone. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That we're talking about Let me show his face. Mr. Carno. That's right. We're talking about him. I mean, because the only thing he's got going for him is a derpy look. That's really it. All right, I mean, I don't know. If you were to take this guy and add a bunch of cool stuff to him, I mean, I think that Carnos could actually be, pretty dang decent. I mean, give them a charge attack. All right, something that they can, just point, right click and go, or use their C attack and just charge in a straight line. I think that would be really cool because they have the horns, they have the feet, they could do it. They could do it quite well. Also, another thing I would like to see on these guys that I think would be really cool is a mini rage meter. Like, say, what the Giga has, just not nearly as powerful as the Giga. So where the more they get hit, or the more they attack, the more ferocious they get. Yeah, I think that would be wicked cool. Oh my god, that right there would make the Carno just amazing. But also, give them a buff if they're the only dino that you have around you. Only tamed dino. Excluding shoulder pets, of course, because, you know, we all love our shoulder pets. But yeah, I mean, because Carnos, they were solo hunters. So at least they were theorized to be solo hunters. So yeah, I mean, make it so where if they're all by themselves, a 10% boost, you know, make them not viable in a pack like the Allosaurus, like the anti-Allosaurus. The Allosaurus, great in a pack. Carno, great all by itself. That would be wicked cool. I don't know, these are just some ideas I've been thinking about for a long time that I think would go really well with the Carno. Plus also, yeah, they could use a little bit of redesign on there. Yeah. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Your grill, it's just, it cracks me up when I look at it, man. And you shouldn't crack up when looking at something that's supposed to be so ferocious. I mean, and granted, the glasses don't do you any justice, but all right. But yeah, I mean, these are just some ideas that I think could be wicked cool on the Carno because they desperately deserve it. They desperately need it. All right. So yeah, hey, if like all the other ones, if you like the ideas, leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. All that stuff. If not, you know, leave it a comment down below. It's a conversation here. Let's see if we can actually, you know. Yeah. All right. So hey, all right. Let's move on to the next one. All right, now this is the last one I'm going to discuss, but before we jump into discussing this one, I wanted to add a couple different ideas that I had to some of the other dinos, because I don't have an Ichthyosaurus and I don't have a Plessy, but I think those two dinosaurs as well could probably use a little bit of TLC. I think they could make it so where the model on the TLC, I mean on the Plessy, it doesn't look like they're breaking their neck whenever they do anything. That's kind of it for that. Or maybe give them the ability to have, like, some sort of a Nessie-type hide ability. That would be really cool. So where, you know, they could, like, camouflage themselves for about 5 or 10 seconds as they get away from dodge or something. I don't know. I think that would be really cool. It'd make them really, really mean out in the wild as they come up and sneak up on you. That's also an added bonus, too. I don't know. I think that could be pretty fun. And then also the Ichthyosaurus, the little dolphins, nobody rides those anymore because, I mean, some people do, but because they're just not that great. But I don't know. Taking a look at, say, like the Parasaur and the ability that they have to locate things around you, give that to the Ichthyosaurus. Give them a sonar ability. Yeah, that would be cool. And also give them the ability to stun little fish around them. Oh, that'd be cool. And also the Cnidaria. Give them the ability to stun that. That would be really cool. But, like, say, in a conal attack out in front of them. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas here. All right, and then, anyway, let's discuss, these guys right here, the Araneo. Because these guys right here, there's so much lost potential on these guys. Because you go into the cave, and they're pretty much worthless. Yeah, you can tame them. Yeah, you can ride them. Why would you ever do that? It just makes no sense because they're pretty worthless. I mean, this guy right here, he's named Ugly Turd because he's an ugly turd and he has 0 stats. I mean, look at this. I mean, yeah, he's only level 123, but even if I were to go out and perfect tame one of these guys, it still wouldn't be that great. I mean, and yet these are not the easiest tames. You have to drag them out of the cave. You have to put them in a pen and you have to feed them. Or use bug repellent with ghillie suit down on your, you know, crawling around on the dirty guano-covered floor trying to stick spoiled meat up their butt. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't know. I mean, I think these guys right here are probably in most dire need of a TLC out of just about everything that we mentioned today because there's so much lost potential on these guys. And let me elaborate on the lost potential because they're spiders. But really, they only look like they're only a spider in kind of, yeah, slight resemblance. They actually look like a prehistoric spider mated with a tick. That's what they look like. I mean, I don't know. I think they're I think that their design could be improved quite substantially. I'm granted, I'm not the guy to do that because I'm not any good at that. But hey, all right. But then the guy who did design this, he did do a good job. All right. So I don't know. I think that these guys not just have the web attack, because they do have a web attack. They can shoot webs. I think that would be really, really cool if they expanded on that. Make it so where like their sea attack or something like that. I mean, because they have the stinger in the back, like, you know, some spiders do. Give that make it really hard to aim that, but make it so where it is a super torpor attack. Make it so where it stuns things. It knocks things out. 1 or 2 bites, and that thing is not getting up. That would make these things just so much better. Also, give their web shooting attack, say if you know, because you can shoot it like that, but make it so where if you hold the attack, that you actually spin things into a web. You've seen it done in the Ragnarok caves. It can be done. I think that would be wicked cool, and it would help you immobilize things, stuff like that. You know, you wouldn't be able to do, say, like a brontosaurus or something like that. You know, smaller creatures. I think that'd be cool, and also give these guys the ability to walk on walls. I mean, they are spiders after all, right? Or are they just weird-looking ticks? So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. These are just some of my ideas, but I think that, yeah, these guys right here, or the dinos that I've listed on the list, are probably the ones I feel are in most desperate need of some TLC. I mean, yeah, there's some other ones I could add to the list, but I think these ones right here are the ones that need it the most. So, hey, if you guys agree with the list, if you disagree with the list, leave a comment down below. Remember to leave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It really helps me out. And hey, if you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo, and take it easy, everyone. All right. Now we got to get you down here. Only you could walk on the walls, man. That would be so much better and so much cooler. Dude, you would be so cool. But you're not, so I'm just going to leave you up here. All right, take it easy, man.